Hello, you got Mr.
and Mrs. Smith.
And right now, we're just about to give you the breakdown of what's literally going on all across America. Now, you see, we talk to a lot of people, and a lot of times they find it hard to really fit into the scenarios that we give them. They don't feel like they fit into the equation. So what we're going to do is show you a monetary breakdown of what's really going on. You see, we start off with a certain amount of money. But when you do the math on what's taken out, along with what you have to pay month after month in order to stay above water, then you find yourself not left with much, if anything. So we're going to give you a line-by-line breakdown to show you what's going on. You let yourself know how you fit into this equation, and there is hope because we do have a solution. So get with us or whomever tagged you or shared this video with you so we can provide you with the solution if this scenario fits you.
Yes, so just grab your pen and your paper and just follow along with us.
Absolutely. So as you can see, we have $40,000 that we're starting off with. $40,000. That's the gross. Now, let's just say in Texas, $5,500 came out throughout the year. Keep in mind, this is just an example. $5,500. And let's just say Social Security took about $2,400 throughout the year. And then let's just say $600 came from Medicare. $600. Now, when you do the math on that, the total amount that was taken is $8,500. $8,500. That's the total amount that was taken out of the $40,000. So what you're left with is $31,500. That's your bring home. That's your net throughout the year. $31,500. Now, $31,500 may not sound bad, but let me give you the breakdown first. Now, when you do the math on $31,500 per month, that's $2,600. So you come home with $2,600 per month, which is also equivalent to $1,300 every 2 weeks, because most people get paid bi-weekly. So we're just gonna give it to you from a perspective that you can relate to. $2,600 per month or $1,300 every 2 weeks. Now, we're going to give you a list of the typical monthly bills. These are just the typical ones. Of course, there's more. We're being very modest, but we want to just give you a layout of what most people are paying and about how much. Now, let's just start it off. $1,000 in rent or mortgage. $1,000. That's, on average, give or take. Now, let's start off with $100 in lights, electricity. $150 for cable or internet, cable/internet. Most people have it packaged up together. Then let's do $400 on your car, your automobile. And can't forget the car insurance, so $150 for auto insurance. Now let's do $200 for food or groceries. Now, this is being very, very generous. Very generous. That's $50 a week. Most people can easily spend that. So $200 in food. Then let's do $100 in student loans. And the reason why we put student loans on here is because we run into a lot of people who have student loan debts. So $100 monthly that they may be paying on their student loans. And let's do another $100 on credit cards. A lot of people have credit card debt. Let's just say they're paying $100 a month. Now, this is being very modest, very modest. And let's do another $100 on your cell phone bill, which is not hard to do at all. Nowadays, most people have a cell phone bill that is about $100. And let's do one last $100 on gas. $100 on gas, about $25 a week. So as you can see, these are very reasonable, modest numbers. Now, in total in bills, that's $2,400. $2,400 total in bills. Now, as we stated, $2,600 per month is what you actually take home. So if you take that $2,600 and you subtract the total amount that you had in bills, which was $2,400, what are you left with? You're left with $200 that you're left with per month. That's $100 per check. Now, I want y'all to understand, this is really happening. This is literally happening. We're not making this scenario up. And as you can see, we're actually being modest. So most people are left with a negative amount. But this is literally happening on a month-to-month basis. And this is why we find ourselves digging a deeper hole, getting into a credit card debt, digging a deeper hole, finding, loans or fast paycheck, loans. This is literally going on. However, there is a solution with the right education. Now, just imagine if that person was able to get about $4,000 of that $5,500. Because we can't touch the Social Security or the Medicare. However, we do have the ability with the proper education to adjust and bring home more of our federal taxes. So just imagine a person was able to bring $4,000 of that $5,500 throughout the year. That's possible. And it has to be done with the right education, because that's what allows you to get that $4,000 throughout the year without having to worry about owing. Now, a person in this scenario, if they're left with $100 every paycheck, they're not living. They're just surviving, literally. They're just surviving. And this is not a funny scenario. We just want to give you the breakdown of what's going on. People are left with $100 after their paycheck, and they have to figure out how they're going to, live life on that $100 or $200 per month. So we definitely have the solution, which is showing you how to get more of your tax dollars back legally, ethically, morally, without having to worry about owing, because you have to have the right strategy, the right education. Put those two together and it'll put you in a better situation. You got anything for him, Ms. Smith?
Yeah, and then definitely on top of that, if we're showing you how to lower your taxes and bring more of that money into your household, look at these bills. All right, these bills right here, you also need to learn how to minimize your expenses. If you are minimizing that expenses, if you were bringing more money into your household, couldn't you pay some of these things off? Hey, now you can set up an emergency fund for emergencies, because think about it. If you're stuck in this situation right here, if an emergency comes up, it's over. You have to do something. You have to, that's where people dig themselves deeper and deeper into a hole, all right? So work smarter, not harder. You need strategies.
Absolutely. And we definitely have you squared away in that area. So reach out to us or whomever may have shared this video with you or tagged you to this video so we can get you the solution to this challenge, because it can be overcome.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Signing out.